Nightmare Sibling Stories. According to Reddit, number 15. Good for me, I was right. My brothers, whom are half-brothers, have the same father, but I have a different father. They're a bit older than me, and one day they were both sitting on our dock fishing. The oldest brother picked up a knife out of the tackle box. They were about 12 years old at the time. It was a brand new knife of some kind, specifically for killing or cooking fish or something. He looks at my other brother and goes, I wonder how sharp this knife is. And without hesitation, he literally stabbed it into the top of the middle brother's thigh? Totally casual about it, no big deal, that the knife was in deep enough to stand upright by itself. Oh, you're dealing with a little psychopath. That's what's up. Some people don't know until it's too late, you know? Should consider yourself lucky you find out that you're dealing with a psychopath at that young an age, you know? Because some people, they just hide it. Maybe they're not aware. True Silver Wolf, Superior MacLeod, and Haru. Lovely to see you all. That moon cheese took me to another dimension. Not sure why it messed me up so bad, but it really did. And sometimes you gotta be appreciative for stuff like that. Here's hoping that something hits you the way that moon cheese hit me tonight. You could say it sent me to the moon. Is that the kind of normie shit that you're used to hearing? Number 14. My sister is a convicted kid diddler who used to sexually touch our grandparents' foster children. She also sexually diddled me and our cousins. Well, that's just not right, man. And I usually don't strike this kind of craziness this early in the entries, but here we are. So she convinced our dad to sign for a car loan for her when she was in her early 20s because she had already trashed her credit. She never paid any of it, and he was already struggling financially. It sent him, or I'm guessing it sent him into a downward spiral that ultimately ended up in him dying from a drug overdose years later after being rendered homeless. That is terrifying. Damn. All because of this chick. She has always loved to date gang members. It's a great sign, you know. Know who you're dealing with. One of whom was implicated in the murder of her cousin. We share a father, but have different mothers. She was subsequently caught sleeping with multiple police officers to get information on the case to keep her murdering boyfriend out of jail. Well, that's what you do. You sleep with the police officers. That's if you're an actual girl, you know. You can't have a thing just dangling between your bits, talking about, hey officer, you want some of this? No, man. You know, they want that giggledy friggledy. They need the sploochy whoosh. In that same murder spree, 2 innocent people who had nothing to do with the gangs involved were executed after begging for their lives. Gang life, baby. Is this in America? I'm terrified. They had just both happened to walk past at the wrong time. She still doesn't think her now ex-boyfriend should be in jail. Happily, she was convicted and won't be getting out of jail in this lifetime. She got married a few years later. A few months after the wedding, on Christmas Day, she tells her new husband, who by all accounts was actually a decent guy, that she is going out for milk or something, and she never came back. When our father was in the hospital, I was having him taken off of life support. She kept telling everybody that she was on her way, please wait for her. So I did, and I waited for 2 days. Turns out she lied. She never left the house, which was about 8 hours away. Well, come on, whose fault is it when it's 8 hours away and you can't gauge whether or not she's on her way? Come on now. She thought it was hilarious that she made us all wait. Okay. This is all on top of the mental and emotional abuse I suffered at her hands for years. She broke things I cared about, would keep me awake, and hit me with belts and barbecue tools if I fell asleep for days at a time. I am pretty sure she killed my grandparents' dog. She still posts on Facebook occasionally from what I hear. After what happened with my dad, I sent her a message that I hope she died alone and blocked her on everything. She's a monster. It took y'all how long? Let me say this when I end this entry. Y'all niggas need to start respecting yourself. It's as simple as that. Respect your motherfucking self, because if you don't respect yourself, then how can you expect others to? There is a line. There should be a line in the sand. There should be a boundary with how much treatment you're willing to receive from some fuck. You know what I mean? Just when you see where they're going, who they are, what they represent, cut communications. You know, don't do this with them. Don't interact with them further. Especially when they make it clear that if they themselves don't operate as if they have nothing to lose or as if there is no tomorrow, that they associate with people who have nothing to lose and treat every day like it's their last. Come on, man. You playing around. I mean, this wasn't bad enough. So I was talking to her the next day. The next day? Wait a minute. Number 13. My brother is extremely mentally ill. He doesn't have a short fuse. He has no fuse. So when he tripped and my sister laughed at him, he charged at her with a knife and almost killed her. Oh, jeez. You know, I'm part of a couple of groups, and man, it's not like I'm saying anything terrible. It's not like I'm implicating anybody, but I got some cop friends. I got some paramedic friends. You got the right friends, you'll see some crazy shit, man. And, I always tell people, if you think, the world is black and white, if you think women aren't awful, talk to a divorce lawyer. You know what I mean? Go talk to people who see life not the way that it's portrayed in movies and, that stupid ass motherfuckers that never leave their house to imagine the utopia should be on Twitter or some bullshit. Go find some real life, find you some footage, find you some CCTV shit, get some dash cam footage, boy. Take a day and watch some dash cam footage. Watch other people clearly in the wrong, back into people's vehicles, hit people and almost kill, the person that they just hit, and then jump out of the car and assign blame to the other person. People act like Karens are just a thing that old white ladies are. Everybody is a Karen. And when they're under the impression that they can get away with shit if they just go Super Saiyan Karen, that's half the people. And the only thing that's going to save y'all is a motherfucking recording. Take it from somebody and this is why these last entries are amusing, because you seem like you have these people that just like stabbing people. And the people are just standing there going, why are you stabbing me? Jeez, here's this other knife. Don't do it. Don't do it again. You want me to sharpen that knife? Don't do it. Why you oh my God. I'm going to turn and face my back to you now. Don't you do it. It's like, bro, why are you giving some of these people the opportunity to do this shit over and over and over again when it's so clear it's what they're habitually about? So it's perplexing, okay? For me to see certain footage of certain people and then, unfortunately, come to terms with the fact that Jesus Christ, this isn't a spontaneous thing. This isn't somebody just like snapping one day. This was shit that they did all the time, and people almost made excuses for, as if to excuse it, because it's it's just them. It's fine. It's just weird. But I guess mentalities are different sometimes, A lot of people operate under the whole it's okay when I do it, but not other people do it shit, so... Okay, sorry. Number 12. My brother is 5 years older than me, and when he turned 12, my folks trusted him enough to watch me when they went out on short trips, to the store, for dinner, whatever. When I was 8 years old, I got into a terrible fight with my brother one night when he was watching me. I think it started with something stupid, like I wanted to watch a movie and wanted the living room and the TV to watch something that I thought was scary. He told me to fuck off. Upstairs to my room. We almost always came to blows over everything, which is another way of saying, it came to fists, punches were involved, in case you're not English, but you like to listen to the Kyle. His reactions to arguments were always to get inches from my face. Oh yeah? What you got to say to me, bitch? Would you say that right now to my face? And then he would scream as loud as he could. Ew, cringe. And then puff up to intimidate? What kind of cartoon character shit? He was 12 years old though. Okay, I get it. He 100% learned this from our father. Oh no. He then would put his hands on you if you stopped or stepped up to him. You remember that terrible movie franchise? Jesus. We should all be very lucky and happy that we don't have to deal with step up anymore. He would then put his hands on you if you stepped to him. And often I did, as I started to do with my father as well. That one night we started screaming at each other, and he slapped me across the face. I was so shocked I fell on my ass and looked at him in disbelief. He'd split my lower lip. He hit me so hard. I started to cry, and I said that I was going to call our grandmother, who lived about 30 minutes away. And this was before cell phones, and I didn't think about calling my folks whenever or wherever they were. As soon as I stood up to run to grab the phone, he grabbed me by the collar of my shirt and tried to keep me away from the phone. I screamed and tried to push him away, but he grabbed my hair with his other hand and forced me to the ground. He was behind me. His arms shifted into a bear hug. His legs wrapped around me. I couldn't move. I felt his arms shift, and one of his forearms went around my neck, and his opposite hand clasped over my mouth, and then my nose. I screamed, or tried, that I couldn't breathe. I couldn't suck in any air. I clawed at his arms, but I remember trying to kick my legs and found that they couldn't budge. We writhed like this for what felt like a long time, but I clearly remember fading and going dark. When I woke up, I was lying on the floor, and I had pissed myself at some point. I remember feeling so ashamed of that later. I felt so tired and sore, but I looked up and saw my brother sitting on the couch watching his movie and completely ignoring me. He had unplugged the two phones that we had, and he had them in his lap. I couldn't move for a long time, and I remember just laying there, hurting in my lungs, crying, but quietly, because when I sucked in air, my chest felt broken. He didn't even look at me, but he said if I told mom or dad that he would shoot me. Oh, damn. I eventually crawled into the kitchen, walked up the stairs, slipped out of my wet clothes, and fell into my bed to sleep. I never told my parents. He is now 38, beat me many times before and after that incident. Why the hell do y'all just stay swat? Oh my God, bro. You know, now he's 38. He was 12 at the time. Man, Kyle's no mathematician. 38. Wait. How would I get 12 from 38, Dia?
What?
Come on, tell me how old this was. Because were camera phones a thing when they were 12? No, right? Not if they were going for real phones. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. He's 38 now.
26?
We already established.
6 years ago, and that's as old as I am. So, were there camera phones
man.
At 1995?
97, Seraphin Bear says. I don't know. Does the story add up? Maybe I need to add a couple of years to that age, maybe, to make this a little more believable. Y'all couldn't have been white kids, not with y'all camera phones and flip phones and all of that. You know what I'm talking about?
Camera phones in 1995?
1997, bro. When did the cell phones really take over the world? 1997 cell phone. Understand? That's what I want to see. I want to see the... Oh, no. Damn, that is right on. That is right on the bing bong. Right on the bing bong. This must have been right when they was bussing on the scene. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. 99 was Nokia brick time. So, hold up. Okay. They certainly wouldn't have been so everywhere that if every kid had them. No.
Especially since they...
Not at that age either. What's the point?
They even said they only had like landline.
Okay.
They didn't have cell phones.
You win this time, List. Credible. Believable. It's fucked. This is disgusting, man. It's disgusting, but why allow him to get away with it? Because if that was the only time it happened, cool. But you could set this up in a way where it's provable. Come on. You know? Not when everybody getting in trouble for shit they didn't do these days. Come on now. See, the problem is that for a long time, women believed they were powerless. And that's the only way that it would be true, is if they believed it. Oh, no. He beat me many times before that and after the incident as well, but never that bad. He is a deadbeat dad, currently in prison for the 5th DUI and marijuana possession charge. Homeless when not in prison. Has never held a job for more than a few months. Lies, cheats, steals. And my dad?
That's a period where it didn't need to be. Because it continued.
Oh, and my dad still loves him to death. Sorry. You know what? You fucking me with this punctuation. I don't think I have ever loved my brother. Bruh. Driving under the influence is really just like a slap on the wrist in this country, ain't it, huh? You could literally hit motherfuckers in your car and that's fine. This country loves alcohol, but marijuana, you got me fucked up. Legal. Not in that state. You idea you out there smoking some weed, you walk across state lines. Oh my God. It's the end of the world. This is really sick, man. I'm really impressed that these are so low on the list, because the other one, the girl, was kiddling or diddling the kiddles. And that's not right. And that is not right. That's really sad. The first one was a dude legitimately taking a knife and just plunging it into a dude's thigh to the point where it was standing upright. Is this real life? And again, the first entry, I said, it's a good thing that we discovered early the kind of guy that this is, because, oh man, this one really sucks, because she felt powerless, and because of the way that she felt, she became powerless. The prophecy fulfilled itself. Well, How do you feel about stuff like this, Dia? Because let me say it like this. If she had said something, maybe she could have prevented the kid from, because if he's a deadbeat dad, right? You know, some kid had to deal with this bullshit, and potentially the mother of the kid too. When she could have spoken up at some point if she was beat many times after that, bro. Because again, the crazy thing is,
you're assuming that they didn't tell the wife, who may or may have not chosen to.
You damn right. She may have been down with that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Who knows? But
you can't just put it all on this person not speaking up, because they must have, knowing that this person was gonna end up having kids. They may have tried to stop it, but why would you want to still be a part of this person's life when they were such a piece of crap?
Looking at these cell phones, all I know is that was not very moon cheese of anybody in these entries. And I didn't expect to be let down before we reached the very end. But this is kind of sad. This person's name is I Am Batgirl, and whenever I think of Batgirl, I just think of that bitch in a wheelchair. Is that messed up? Is it messed up? Number 11. Spread semen on my pop star posters just to disturb me. Threw firecrackers in my bed while I was asleep in it. Strangled me with a PS2 controller cord. Stole and pawned my belongings on semi-regular basis. Killed our pet parrot by putting it in a closet with a space heater. Beat our dog in front of me for no apparent reason. So here's the thing, man. When it comes to siblings, which I know nothing about, thank God, you have to wonder, like, how much is acceptable, because these kids are the definition of little shits, especially with one another when they're young. All right? But when it's coming to bodily fluids, unsanitary bodily fluids, do we need to smear them on things? This is something that you might equate to a monkey with its own poop. Is that what you do? You're taking quote or your ejaculate and you're smearing it upon the surface of things. You know, you're taking explosives and putting them in someone's bed, even if it's the type that you might assume is safe enough to not start a fire, in a bed while somebody's sleeping. Oh, and you know the judge would normally say something like, "This is just some, you know, boy rapscallion behavior. Boys will be boys." But how far is too far? You know.
Apparently, for anyone, anything.
You know, one of my favorite things, Dia, was that one bitch that was walking in the park, and a black dude told her bitch ass to put the dog on leash, which is the rules of the park. Sorry, white bitch, you gotta follow the rules. And she decides she gonna call the police and tell him that she's scared. And thank God this smart ass man decided to pull the camera out and let the camera do the talking. He just recorded this woman, you know, putting on a show, acting like she's super scared, and oh, I'm so scared. There's a black man out here. She knew damn well what she was doing. She knew damn well what might have occurred when the police arrived, based on her theatrics, based on her dropping that there's a black man out here. This is the way that these cocksuckers act, right? When you were the one who was in the wrong. And thank God that even if this man died, the video would show the proof that your cocksucking ass is well aware that you're in the wrong, and you're still going to be theatrical. You're still going to bring up race with the hope that the police come to the scene with the intention to open fire, end some dude's life because you're in danger, like you're pretending you're in danger. I love that fucking video. But you want to know what I thought was the real icing or the cherry on top? She was choking that dog in that video. When she put the leash on that little dog, the dog was getting choked with her and her bullshit, you know, her theatrics and calling people. And I said, when we watched the video, I don't know if you guys are old enough for when we were watching that video, I said, she could be an asshole and a racist all she wants, bro. Some white people gonna watch this video and go, how can she treat that dog that way? And that's where she fucked up. That is where that woman fucked up, bro. And Dia, you recently brought it back up, talking about how she was trying to file a discrimination lawsuit because her employer let her go or some shit like this. Of course they let your old racist ass go. You on camera talking about, a black man's coming at me. Oh, I'm so scared. And the dude is just there like, ma'am, I'm just telling you to put the leash on your dog. It's the law out here. Sorry that you thought you were above the law. But if it was a black dude, you know what I mean?
That is illegal, and he deserves everything that he has coming at him. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I fear for my life. I am in danger. And I'm the victim. On that ad. Oh, Super Saiyan Karen. Oh.
It's like, wait a minute. But then she fucked with the dog. So that brings me back to this entry. What you mean you killed a pet parrot, bro? What you mean you beating up a dog? What the fuck? What have these submissive animals done to you? Are y'all for real?
You haven't mentioned it, but where are the parents? All of this stuff must have happened with them being able to know that it was that.
Yeah, we got to be the first people to admit that parents ain't gonna be there 100% of the time.
It's not just that. It's.
But I get what you're asking is like, you know, this shit happens. How long before you go to mom and go, so you know this motherfucker threw some fireworks in my bed, right? So you know this dude smearing his fucking cum on my posters, right, mom? You want to get some DNA testing? Is this something that I should just shrug off? And it goes back to that same bullshit. Parents wondering why their kids fucking hate them and don't want to talk to their bitch ass. But when serious shit goes down, the parents either don't believe their kids. They talk about how it's like not a big deal and you need to just get over it. They inject in their own bullshit like anybody was asking about that. It's like, nah, son. Your kids come to you and they say, somebody throwing firecrackers in my bed. Somebody smearing fucking cum on my walls with intent to piss me off. They beating up animals. They killing other animals. How about you do some parenting or you're gonna be fucking alone when you're old? Please, I dare you not to believe me on this shit. It's weird. It's weird, bro. It's weird. It's like some people are trying to make super villains on this ass. Like, come on, man. What you did? What to your sister? It's only two options. You really trying to create somebody that's going to murder you in the future, or you want to fuck her and you don't know how to show it. You know what I mean? and you just don't know how to shut. Oh, take these firecrackers in the bed. I want you so bad. Oh, I hate my life. I hate myself. Oh. I don't get it, man. And this is creepy. This isn't like nightmare stuff to me. It's like gross. It's gross. These people got like problems. And yes, I admit and recognize that kids, they just suck. They're little bastards and they're testing the boundaries of the world they live in. And until they get some pushback, some kids will never stop. There are some adults that still have that childlike mentality where they're looking for the pushback and they won't stop until they finally are put in their place. But the idea that there are supposed to be parents around and they just allowing this shit, that's kind of sad, man. Y'all making the world a worse place. But we already know bad parents stay making the world a worse place, baby. Ooh, ooh. Number 10. You know, I dropped a barbell. It was a dumbbell that was 20 pounds on my face while I was laying on the couch, breaking one of my front teeth and causing permanent jaw damage. You dropped a 20-pound dumbbell on your face, bro? I'm not sure I'd be lifting directly over my face like that. And it's all easy to say in hindsight, but still, maybe I'm a chicken shit pussy bitch. And I'm always thinking about the worst possible outcome. Yeah. Make it so that if you die, but you saw it coming. Because you prepared for like the worst possible outcome. What you mean you dropped? This isn't a cell phone that you just hovering over your face, homie. This is oh, it just slipped out your hand? Or were you weak? You gotta live with the error of that weakness for the rest of your life. You bust up your fucking jaw and you knocked your front teeth out because you was weak and trying to lift a dumbbell and just, oh, I dropped it. That's sad, dear. That's sad. That's shame, man. Do you think that he'll wake up some days and forget and then remember, oh, right, I did this to myself? This dude said not to outdo him. Wait. This is his sibling who did it. Okay, awesome. So he's telling the story about the sibling. Not to outdo himself, the same brother tried to stab me in the ribs with a homemade shiv, causing significant injury a few years later. And he wonders why even decades later I want nothing to do with him.
What does the addict say?
Here's the biggest question I have. You at home, why you need a shiv? There must be knives on deck. What you homemade making a shiv for at home?
He's an edgy boy, don't you know?
It don't feel right unless he made it himself.
Yeah.
Damn. The edit continues to say, the first incident occurred when I was 7 years old. The second was when I was 14, and they are just highlights of a long series of dysfunctional psychopathic behavior. He did spend time in juvenile hall over the second incident. I've had no contact with him as an adult, so I don't know don't know his fate during that interval. We are several years apart, and that's as much context as I'm willing to share. All right. I don't know, man. It seems like some people only need a few incidents before. Am I missing some of your chat? Sasuke says, what's going on? How you doing? Moon says, I think the shills have caught up with you. Do you mean that they're finally coming to, what's the word? Coming to their senses? The shills would need sense to come to the senses, so no. They're never going to reach where we are, bro. The only day that the shills are going to finally sit their ass down in a rocking chair and come to their senses will be when this game is officially dead. And maybe, just maybe, if they feel like it for fun, they'll go back and they'll watch some of my videos and they'll agree with every single thing that I had to say, which will only then be okay to agree with when it's all said and done. You know, they can be wrong every single day. I heard the biggest one couldn't even play through the damn event. It's like, come on, man. You gotta feel bad for some of these dudes. Sasuke says, what's going on? Teddy Yama says, it's okay, Linda. I remember the old phones too. Y'all in here getting traumatized by old phones? You know, one phone makes you larger and the other one makes you small. And now God mother gives you everything at all. Go ask Alice. That bitch was 10 feet tall. Cedric says, why did I laugh about the parrot in the closet? Oh, was that your parrot imitation? Doing Trapped in the Closet by R. Kelly? You think R. Kelly's cool, Kyle? You should not be talking about R. Kelly. He did things with women and piss. And that is not cool. It's true. That's what I heard. I heard there was pee involved. Water sports. Zangetsu says this isn't some kid stuff. This is like literal psychopath shit. Yeah, I don't know what we were expecting with this list. Number 9. My younger sister grabbed the wheel while I was driving and we almost went into a ditch. I asked her why she did it. She told me she wanted to see my reaction. Damn. Imagine. That's some crazy shit, bro. 3 Dog coming at you with that crazy shit. Let me grab that wheel while you're driving. Look at your face. 3 Dog. I don't remember what 3 Dog sounds like. We should ask the internet. 3 Dog Fallout. This motherfucker thought I was really gonna say a bunch more shit. Sometimes this thing cuts me off in the middle of me trying to talk. And that time it was like, is there anything else?
This is 3 Dog, your friendly neighborhood disc jockey.
I keep forgetting, Kyle. Nobody's at your octave. You need to shoot it up an octave. What's up, Capital Wasteland? This is 3 Dog coming at ya. He's really high.
What's a disc? Hell if I know. But
Hell if I know. 3 Dog. Some bullshit like that. 3 Dog's an octave higher than you speak? Fuck that. Hey, Dia.
What?
You should start doing boy voices for me.
Boy voices?
Yeah, boy voice. Yeah, you're a young Mexican girl. You got the great timbre for a boy voice.
Damn.
Say some bullshit a boy would say. Do that. All right, let's set a scene, okay? You're coming home from school, and I'm mad at you because of something that I found. So, okay. I was gonna think up something that may have been insensitive because, just because Mexico doesn't mean I should make up a dumb name. So, are you ready?
Sure.
Welcome home, Guadalupe. It seems like you had a very funny day at school. I hope you get all of that out because I found something in your room I want to talk to you about.
And what would that be?
I think you know what I found. Dia. Oh, fuck.
I already fucked up.
Hey, no, but I just like saying your name. Yeah, that lasted real long.
You could have gone with it by trying to speak more Spanish.
What do you think the thing in your room was gonna be? You'll never have guessed. I was gonna make it used tampons, Dia.
Used tampons.
Hell yeah, you're like hoarding them, little Guadalupe, you son of a bitch. People are gonna
But
think you're a
that's her
psychopath.
face.
What if your fucking mother had
That's
found
her
these
face.
used tampons? They're not hers. They're not hers. Then whose are they?
They're everyone's. I find them everywhere. Did you find the necklaces?
See, Guadalupe got to be properly scary, man. I don't think you
Why-
understand
why
the
is-
Guadalupe character. What happened?
Why does every
Every little boy sound like Butter Slice.
becomes Butter Slice?
No, they related.
That's all you represent. That's all you
Guadalupe is an alias of Butter Slice. He assumed this whole alias to be part of this family.
If we have a kid, my God, they better not become Butter Slice.
I told you that's not my name no more.
I hope that through your fucking mental gymnastics, you don't squirt out a damn Butter Slice out of the both of us.
What are you trying to say to me? Down by the river. Number 8, okay? He married a girl. That bitch. The wedding had a lot of fuck yous to our family in it. What the fuck? That's classy. That's trashy. But inside, or aside from these, announced at the wedding, we are pregnant. Oh, God. Can y'all trash it up more? Turns out, about 4 months pregnant at this point. So they had the baby. About 1 month later, he announces, it's too much. She's a bitch. I can't take this. I'm leaving and I'm going to move in with a friend from work. Turns out the friend from work is 8 months pregnant with his next kid. I love it, bro, because some people think they're living a life just because they go outside and they go to work and they clock in and clock out, and I'm going to a coffee shop. I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna fuck around on my lame little hobby, bro. But can you imagine a world where you have babies by different women that are not all living together. If we in a compound and there's a bunch of honeys that want to just hang and live with you and you fucking them and you getting them all pregnant and whatever, that's dope. If you're in a polyamorous relationship and you want to have babies by more than one person, that's dope. But you're keeping a secret relationship? Like, I don't think you guys have to, like, I don't want to say that everybody here is anxiety prone or so analytical that like the stress would follow you into your dreams if you had more than one hoe to keep a hold of. Like, some dudes playing with one woman and they fucking another girl on the side, and it's not, you know, it's not anything intense. There's almost like a no strings attached type deal. It's no different than a business, you know, you rolling in for a happy ending at some kind of massage parlor every now and then. It is a business setup. But imagine having a baby by one of them and then a baby with the other one. How the fuck you juggling that? You gotta not be able to give a shit. I think it's as simple as that. If you cared, this shit would be hard. And that's why I always need to remove myself from everything, because trying to wrap my brain around it, bro. What you mean you got baby by two hoes? You really don't give a fuck. You're like an inch away from going down to get some milk and never being seen again, aren't you, bro? And listen, there are a lot of types of motherfuckers out there, but I think the scariest types of motherfuckers are the types that can just look up one day and go, no to this life, and then just walk away. What you mean? Where does courage like that come from?
It's people.
Where does money like that come from?
Money.
Dia, where do we go and what do we do? Without no cash, we walking off into the sunset. Ain't no dishwashing job. Ain't no scrubbing the deck job on a ship that's just going, you know what I mean? And again, as a non-white motherfucker, ooh, take all of those options and make them even weirder, bro. I wish. I just don't get it. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Wow. Jeez. By some miracle, he doesn't leave that girl when the baby is born, but he gets her pregnant again. But as soon as is possible, I don't know if she wises up or something else at that point, but baby mama number 2 kicks him out. Now he lives in my parents'.
He lives.
Sometimes I have to say that he lives. Now he lives in my parents' basement, refusing to drive.
Shit, real world.
Listen to my story. That refuses to drive an hour to see his kids, because what good is that? One of those kids has spent their first month of their life with, and let me try this again. One of those kids he spent their first month of life with and has seen about a dozen times since. The second, I think he spent the entire first, call it 10 months of their life together, till mommy was knocked up again and hasn't seen since. And the third, he'd never seen. Oh, boy. Well, there you have it, man. Here's hoping that all those children grow despite the efforts of the parents. And, they go on to do great things and torment people and ruin, TV shows, movies, video games, shit that you might have liked. Somebody looks at Powerpuff Girls and goes, you know what this needs? Cringe. I'm going to redo this show, live action. I'm going to write sexual shit in there. Necessary. Why? Why do people have to be so weird? And again, y'all can go nuts. You can push the envelope. It just better be funny. When it's not funny, it's like, fuck. Number 7, my older brother sat on me and mummified me with duct tape and then left me outside in 30-degree weather while he played PS2 with his headphones on. Oh shit. Sorry, I kind of kicked something. He taped my hands together. He taped my feet together first, and then the rest of me. I couldn't fight back. I was left that way until our mom got home a few hours later and grounded the shit out of him. That's it. I should have done the same to him. See how he like it. Ask him shit like, are you sure you want? No. Ask him stuff like, you gonna piss yourself, bro? Bro, I'm sorry, bro. No. You know what? That's a psychopath. That's how you make him even crazier. That's the scary thing about kids, Dio. If they show that they're significantly crazy, how do you like rein them in? How do you put them in their place? They just go do some more crazy shit.
Outdo the crazy.
Can't out crazy the crazy motherfucker. You gotta sleep. That's the crazy part. We gonna do it. We gonna lock the doors when we go to sleep.
Nah, dude.
Can the locks keep out fire?
Put the fear of God in those kids. There should be nothing scarier to a child than their parents.
There should be nothing scarier to parents than the internet providing kids with new and revolutionary new ways to torment the supple, tender, organic life forms. What?
At making them afraid of you, then you failed at parenting.
You
No
carbon-based fool, Dia.
No offense, but everyone should be able to put the fear of God in their freaking kids. Otherwise, you have failed. Because if they are not afraid of you, they will do as they...
Dia, I've meant to talk to you about something. Can we be honest about it?
What?
I believe that you have diminished the average breast size in the streams with your presence. Would you agree?
No, what does that have to do with me?
I think you are 100% of the reason that the larger breasted individuals are being frightened away, You could say that you are the Hugo of the stream chat. Do you know who Hugo is?
No.
Hugo is the twin brother of Bart that I've used for the evil twin brother of Bart that it was discovered in a treehouse of horror was living up in the attic, and Homer was feeding him fish heads, and then at the end some bullshit happens, and I won't give it away. We can go watch that. You don't know Hugo? You don't know Hugo? You don't know Hugo? Dia.
I do know Hugo. I didn't know that you were referencing him. It could have been an endless list of Hugos that you
Hugo Weaving.
That you have
Hugo Weaving.
Tested. Shut up.
Hugo Weaving. He watched the race of man. He watched the race of man. He told them, cast it into the fire, damn it. You understand? And man said, no. You son of a bitch. You weak race. Destroy it, Dia. Hugo Weaving. Yes.
Look, if you don't understand what I mean by putting the fear of God in those kids, by immediately thinking, oh, well, I don't want them to start lying to me or something, I'm not talking about abusing the crap out of your kid to the point that they would end up resulting in that way. I'm talking about really instilling in them, if you mess up, I will bring down that wrath onto you.
Are you responding to somebody in chat that was like,
Oh, so you're about child abuse?
No, someone said that I have a great, mom said already, and then Jesus went on about how he doesn't want his kid to be afraid of him.
let me do a Jesus voice. To be fair, I don't want my child to be afraid of me. That shit can lead to them lying about things because they're too afraid of what to tell you about. Indeed. But at the same time, they should fear your fist, but know that when your hand's extended, that they, that they can trust your ass.
Yes.
And you can be logical, especially at a certain age when you can really break it to these little motherfuckers in a way that they understand. Listen, motherfucker, when shit gets real, you need to make sure you call me so I can help your ass out. Because if it gets worse, son, the bills that's going to accompany that, injury bills, you getting caught up with somebody else, I got to bail your ass out of prison. It'll be worse if you don't say nothing. If you fucked up, call me before things fuck up mo. Because things can't always fuck up mo. For sure, little nigga. And that's all I have to say. And if this dude can't understand that, this ain't no son of mine, baby. Bitch, shit can always fuck up mo. Call your daddy, though. That's it. That's all he needs to get.
Yep.
That's all he needs to get.
They need to know that.
I mean, she too, Dia, if it's a girl.
They
You have not birthed me an heir. Could Haru come and birth me an heir if we tried 5 times and you had girls? Would you want to fight Haru? Is this a way for me to get you to fight Haru?
That's enough of an heir to begin with. And
Heir.
if you don't like it.
Oh, you're saying that 5 girls should equal a man?
No. I'm saying that 1, and that's all you're getting, should be enough. Regardless
One
of gender.
girl?
1 kid.
Oof.
Regardless of the gender, is enough. You think your ass could handle more than than just one kid?
I don't
bitch?
whoa. Well, I could. They would suck.
No.
But I could bury myself in work. That's how men that are good men that are not going to leave handle the parenting, is that they bury themselves in the work. You know what I mean? It's not going to go straight to the 50s or the 60s or some shit where it's like, I don't even want to know that these little niggas exist. I'm doing all of the work. Get the fuck out of my face. But, you know, I got to go to work. Shit. Fuck. See you guys later. Yeah, I'd love to stay here. Recitals. Whatever other dumb shit y'all got going on.
That's what I mean. That it has to be balanced.
Yeah, as all things should be, you know.
Make sure that these kids are afraid of you enough to know that they can't mess up.
I'm not trying to put the fear of the kids, but they do need to understand that I will snap and I will eradicate half of the family with one snap of my finger, you understand? I won't need a gauntlet to do it.
But they can trust you with anything. Have that trust and knowledge between you two that this is a parent and child relationship. I'm supposed to put this big girthy dong in a holster for these stupid ass kids, ruining the rest of my life. You know what I used to read? I used to read this shit on 4chandia that said there is nothing more cucked than raising a girl child so that some other dude could just come and fuck her and, like, you know, like take advantage or some bullshit, just like reap the benefits of that. And I'm like, it's life. I guess that's the way that people, they live, they procreate, they have kids so that their line continues and then they die. But at the same time, this dude on 4chan was like, bro, that's fucked up. You mean to tell me I'm supposed to spend all my life raising this girl and then some other dude just comes and sticks his dick in her? What the fuck, bro? Continue, darling. Nah, I'm good.
You know what? Hugo Weaving is better than good. And I'm glad that we can agree. Because he wasn't just in Lord of the Rings. Do you know where else he was?
Where?
The Matrix, dear. And I'm glad that we're on the same page, you know?
That's nice, dear.
That's nice. Put your tiny titty ass on this bullshit. You know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, sometimes you could be Hugo Weaving. You know what I mean? You could be in V for Vendetta and just perform your fucking balls off. And you're going to end up coming across some people who they think that you're funny. They think you're charming. They think you're nice. But can they appreciate you for your craft? Do they understand music? Do they understand acting? No. Okay? So this thing that you take pride in and you're all about, you'll never be able to share with some of these people who are not versed, who do not have an inclination, and therefore do not understand because they're incapable of perceiving what is and isn't, and therefore would be great as it pertains to awful. Some people think that they know what awful is, but then Crystal Dynamics comes and just shovels the fucking earth, just rips it open like an earthquake. Oh my God, we're falling. Y'all haven't seen V for Vendetta in like fucking years. If I had to guess when that movie came out, I'd probably say like closer to 2000. Closer to 2000 than to 2010. That's my guess. Please God, don't be over 2005. V for Vendetta release date. It's closer to 2010, bro. I would never have guessed 2006. And I didn't know Watchmen came out in 2009 either. That feels late. You're telling me it hasn't even really been more than 11 years since Watchmen? And Zack Snyder's out here being a hack already? That son of a bitch. Y'all letting Zack Snyder get away with this shit, man? Y'all know what Zack Snyder's directed, bro? I swear to God, man. People can just do anything and let enough time pass. Holy shit. This mother... Get me further back there. Let me see what I'm looking for. What's the movie recommendation of Zack Snyder's I'm going to suggest? Keep going. Keep going here. Nope. Well, people liked his Dawn of the Dead, let's be real, and that was the debut for You know what? 300 came out in 2006, and that wasn't bad either. It was because of the style, though. It was because of the style, and I wouldn't claim that... let's not get into it. Plus says, I broke up with a chick because she fought her dad before. What you mean? Damn. I don't want to say I disagree. Sometimes people got to stand up for themselves if it's getting real, but what, you, like, fought her dad? What do you mean by that? Moonchi says the Watchmen movie ending was better than the comic ending. Is that how you feel? It was more grounded, that's for sure. Seraphin Bear says, Kyle, the reason why you can't produce an heir is because of your swimmers. You acting like I've tried. So are you saying that the men is at fault? The man is at fault if they can't produce boys?
Yes, it's all in the men. Did you not know that?
No.
Women give one letter, but it's the men who put the other letter. And that's
my question, quite purely, historically, whenever some asshole would get mad at their woman and like execute her because they're not birthing him a son, it's been his fault?
Yes, it's always been the man's fault.
Jesus Christ, that's kind of...
That's why my family, my dad was picked on because he couldn't have boys. All he could ever make were girls. Unlike my uncle who has two boys. But it's all in the men.
And you're sure there's no battle like Goku, Vegeta?
It's purely the men. If you're able to get one of them to be the, I don't know what is it, Y or is it X? I can't remember. But you guys are the ones that put the second letter, not us. We only put one of them.
I started like seeing through time for a second when I was trying to like think about that. No.
You men are your it's your fault. It's your fault.
Why do y'all keep dropping this shit? Like, I know people keep coming into the Discord talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy shit, and it's like, bro, stop. You guys are exactly why they make content for, oh, Black Panther, Spider-Man, when there's no fucking news. It's because y'all niggas will click this shit. You gotta stop. You gotta change. Because when you change, you can change the world, bro. It's supply and demand. And the YouTubers and content creators that cover stupid shit in this video game, they're smarter than Crystal Dynamics is, because at the very least, they're cognizant. They are aware of what people would click. Do you get what I'm saying? This game company is not, and I don't care if Square Enix has another, Marvel game that they're fucking around with. We can all laugh at that together because I'm gonna watch whatever live stream when it goes up. But I don't care about them making no X-Men other bullshit. I'm gonna sit there with the oh no button ready, and we'll hit it as many times as necessary and laugh. But let me tell you something. I always show the clip of the way that the stream on YouTube reacted when they showed Kate Bishop and how many L's there were. They have not live streamed since. And they shouldn't until they have something to motherfucking show. And when they show it, if they're not smart enough to show you a date, boy, y'all niggas gonna be in trouble. Oh, Lord. We should really go back and watch some Zack Snyder movies. That hack. Okay. Continuing to number 6, it's hard to decide between him trying to strangle me in my sleep to death or him permanently fucking up my hip with a metal bat when I was 9 years old. Or him spending over an hour at my birthday dinner recounting every single story of him intentionally hurting me as a kid. How did he get away with that? How did he get away with actually like proudly, reciting the times that he hurt her when he was younger? And then got everyone to laugh at you about it. At your own birthday party? Is this like a movie? What? Nigga hit you with a metal bat, try to choke you in your sleep. At your birthday party, started talking about the other times he hurt you, and then everybody laughed? What have you done? Or what kind of evil portion of the world you living in? Somebody else said, when I was a teenager, my sister stabbed me with a fork, like it was sticking out of my leg. This is 40 years ago, one of the many times she was violent with me. I'm visiting my family a few years ago, and my niece, sister's daughter, brings it up like it's a joke, and everybody has a good laugh. Well, I guess family crazy, huh? But friends, if your friends were at your birthday party, I just don't understand. Maybe it was just family. That makes more sense. It makes more sense if it's just family. Big time, big time. Forgive me. I'm always trying to make sense of things a little bit too hard. I need to release it. You know, I don't need to be a part of the story. I just need to read it. Plus, Juan Black says 1-on-1 fight over a remote controller. She swung on her dad, and then he swung back, and I'm sitting there like, over on a remote? Damn. True Silver Wolf says, Kyle, had you watched Invincible yet, or are you going through a whole backlog first? I would say that Dia and I perpetually have a backlog because we start a lot of stuff that we don't finish, but we are making crazy solid ground through Dragon Ball Z right now. We watched over 100 episodes of Kai.
The other thing is, just like Game of Thrones, the more I hear about this show and how much we have to watch it, the less I want to watch it. Because it's like, what is this? Another show that's just going to be a complete joke?
You guys really have sold me if you guys think that after one episode that I will be interested. So it's not something that I'm not going to check out. But, yeah.
I just don't want to hear about it for like a day, you know? Every day I see it in the comments of people.
It's not a problem. I don't mind you guys letting me know that I should check it out, especially if you have a positive reaction to it. The issue is I am scared of myself ingesting it. And then looking back wondering, was this the way that I should have spent this time? You'd be, I mean, you're probably right there with me. You're probably just like me as an adult where unfortunately you commit yourself to something and there's nothing wrong with doing some shit in your downtime, having some fun. I play a lot of video games in my downtime. But there are times where after you've done a thing, you ask yourself, motherfucker, was that productive? Was that going to be able to, you know, enhance you in any way? It's not like working out where you're thinking, maybe I'm working towards a goal. It's not like making some money where you're doing this thing and you're going to be paid for it later, or it will benefit you in some way. I'm terrified. I know that I may like the show, so I will inevitably watch it. But at the same time, I'm going to watch it and be like, oh, there's the meme that I saw on the internet. Okay. You know, damn. I wonder if it'll go further. I wonder if they're going to be like, we got to get video games. We got to get merchandise. Y'all will never be Pokemon. Pokemon went crazy, baby. Cedric Cullen says Dia is correct regarding gender for children.
Actually, that child should just be able to exist as a number until he reaches an age, or she reaches an age where they can decide how they would like to be recognized and what they would like to be. And if he wants to be an otter, he can be an otter. Okay? Okay, be an otter? You can be a fucking otter, alright?
UA says, what about twins? The twins on the chest? What's the drop rate of those? Well, if they bounce just right, the drop rate's pretty high, you know? Like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You got the downbeat, you got the upbeat for those titties. And if you can imagine like a way where one is bouncing independent of the other, or, you know, some people have pec control. So as we continue to the next entry, we arrive at number 5. I swapped my father's medication for aspirin. No, not you. The sibling swapped their father's medication for aspirin after a father's heart surgery. I mean, you guys have heard of pranks, but have you heard of going too far immediately? Yeah. Swap the medication for aspirin. That's a... Yeah, man. I'd need a team of scientists and microscopes to try to find the humor in that, man. The dude just had surgery. That's your fucking dad, bro. Do you hate him? Do you think you're going to be the beneficiary as far as the life insurance is concerned? Like, what are you doing? Malachi says, completely disagree. I believe friends blow virtually everything off as if it's a joke. Family, maybe not so much. Not as much. What is this dude talking in his personal experience? What the fuck you talking about, man? Plus on Black says Invincible story is basically Saiyans on Dragon Ball Z. The thing about Dragon Ball Z is they did it so right, bro, and the show plays with it. It doesn't put it too hard in your face. It's a slow creep. It's a slow realization. These motherfuckers don't care about nothing but fighting. You know? And we're meant to just regard them as awesome, pure, lovely, wonderful people, but they're all psychotically invested in not just fighting, but being the strongest nigga. And all Vegeta cares about is killing you, Kakarot! You will not be stronger than me. And it's like, okay. And you like these guys, but at the same time, you're like, wait a minute, man. There's got to be more to life. And you see Gohan, who's really like the tether at times, because he's half human, half Saiyan. But even when a Saiyan come out of him, he's just like, yeah, I'm going to kick all your asses. And then when I'm done, I'm going to give you some Senzu beans. I'm going to kick your ass again. Yeah. And now I'm going to put my hand behind my back and just show you that even that, it's nothing. It's not, you guys want to take a, man, Cell showed up and said, hey, so if I gave y'all some time, could y'all beat my ass better? Bro, wait a minute. I could kill you right now, but actually, you said you could become stronger? Yeah, I just need to absorb the other androids. Go do that. I'm gonna let you do that. Dad, don't let him do that. He'll destroy the world. Bitch, shut the fuck up, son. You listen to me. I'm your dad, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Go get stronger. Go absorb that thing. Don't let me tell you what to do. It's the greatest show in the world. It's the greatest show in the world, bro. It's the greatest show in the world. And all they do is get mad and get stronger. Well, y'all really trying to make me watch Invincible now. You're just like, oh yeah, it's like Dragon Ball Z, please. You have to go watch, please. It's like Dragon Ball Z. Seraphim Bear says it's crazy that Dia and Krillin are the same height. Oh shit. Dia, do you have a response to this? Dia.
Nothing for me to be ashamed about. I'm a girl.
Well, Dia hates Videl, guys. You still hate her? They toned her down. They also removed her from all of this. Thank God.
Man, I hate the writing around Videl.
Bruh.
I hate the writing around.
I loved the acknowledgement from Bulma and Chi-Chi that this firecracker of a hoe would make a great mom to accompany Gohan, just because of the idea that they'd mix up a little bastard that's just as fiery. Like in Japan, that's what they think. Like, oh, the harder the mom is and the tougher the dad is, the scarier the kid will be, and that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Big titties. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 4. While my mom was dying of lung cancer, unable to move and in horrible pain, my junkie brother stole all of her opioid bandages. She even kept them under her pillow so that no one could come and have access to them. He would bend to kiss her and sneak his hand under the pillow to grab them. We have a winner. Hey, Mom, I know you're dying of lung cancer, but you won't be needing these, will you? Come on, Mom. I'm itching. I'm crawling. Oh, why can't we all just smoke weed, man? That's the way to do it. God damn, y'all went too far. Y'all went too far. Can I tell you the scariest part about drugs? And listen, again, I hate to say it like it's an excuse or something, but y'all really should look around the internet, not the surface internet, man. Maybe if y'all are in the medical fields, not just nurses or paramedics or things like that, but if you do any kind of like law affiliated shit, you probably see some real shit. You probably know the depths of human degeneracy. You know how far people are willing to go, what they're willing to say, what they're willing to drop on their knees and do to just make some shit go away, to get information that they shouldn't have, that they can use against people and for themselves. And what's terrible is, my God, I'm so used to seeing drugs bring out the worst in these people. Because hey, it is almost like slavery in a bottle. As rude as that is to say, take it from a black man when I say that some drugs are like slavery in a bottle, because you can make this person do anything you say for the next fucking hit, for the next score. And it's wild because the government understands this better than anybody. You know what I mean? And the worst part is there are a lot of different kinds of drugs. Not every drug needs to be administered or injected or taken. Some drugs are a chemical release in your brain that you feel for being affirmed, for being reassured, you know? Some people's drug are likes and attention on the fucking internet, bro. Oh, you are conditioned like a dog to jump and flip and roll over and expose your legs. Spread them shit for certain kind of reinforcement. And that's horrifying. But we got to do, you know, reaching under his dying mom's pillow to grab some shit. Like, oh my gosh. I told you, Dia, I watched Requiem for a Dream when I was younger, and it made me uncomfortable enough to never want to watch it again. Do I think the movie's incredible? I sure as hell did, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. Fuck, man. This movie's fucked me up, man. Jeez. Number 3, Ass to Ass. I was maybe 8 or 9 years old when this happened. For context, my dad was deployed and my mom was working, so my brother had me babysit. And by that I mean he babysit me. Paradox. My brother was around 16 years old at the time. Soon as my mother leaves, he shoves me into a closet, locked me inside for around 6 hours. I was scared of the dark and I couldn't reach the string light. He didn't let me out or to use the bathroom or anything, so I ended up going on myself and sitting in the dark until my mom came home. She told me that he was asleep in his room when she got home. Needless to say, I really hate him. And he's still an awful person, by the way. You know, what I don't get is like him getting his rocks off on locking him up. Because it's so easy to be a sibling that doesn't care, so they just go do whatever. You know, and if the kid like fucks himself up because he needed supervision, that'd be one thing. But you're locking him somewhere? Why? What's that all about? Seraphin says, Kyle, I sugar, spice, and everything nice. That's how you make, you know, I'm not reading that. On the list, Moonchi says, my drug is collecting Beanie Babies. Take Beanie out of that. And that's a lot of people these days. Just collecting the babies. Collecting the different color babies. They'll grow into usable tools that they'll never exist on paper. It's fucked up. Number Jesus says, True Silver Wolf Boo Saga was barely memorable to me. I don't remember it either, and Dia and I are trying to watch it right now, and it's like, I don't remember any of this, you know? It's almost like I didn't see it, but I do remember checking out of Dragon Ball Z as a whole in the midst of the Boo Saga. So now that we're watching it with Kai, which is fantastic because it kind of condenses and, you know, concentrates Dragon Ball Z. I hope that it doesn't suck. Did you just like write stuff? You dirty oh man, you did the wrong thing. All right, so unhide, and then, you know, I'm trying to remove that one. You didn't see anything, right, Dia? Dia?
No, what?
Nothing. Good. Yeah, this is good. This is why you should stay out of the chat, because we got, you know, we can't really mention anything without people ain't spoiling Invincible, though. Shit. But my prehistoric show they want to be spoiling? Damn. Jesus, try saying something to make sure everything's okay. It says, every time I say something, I think of that terrible song. What's the name of that song, Dia?
I don't know.
The song is called...
Ew.
It's called... No, it can't be called that.
I'm pretty sure it is.
That's what it's called? Say Something I'm Giving Up on You? No, this is just somebody writing this. Come on. What is A Great Big World by Christina Aguilera? This is the name of the song, for real?
I don't think this is the...
Or it's a cover? Or is the song called Say Something by A Great Big World? Why is the first thing that comes up this Christina Aguilera shit? Because she's covering it?
Made a song that has the same thing.
Ew, they're on a stage. What is this? Have any of y'all seen this? Okay, good. Jesus is okay. He survived it. Now, look at this thing that I just pulled up because I was looking at who was the name of the person who made the song Say Something. And Christina Aguilera was the first thing that came up. So I started skipping through the video looking for Christina Aguilera as opposed to some dude with like a weird perm fro, you know, on a piano. And then maybe that's the guy who made the real song. Maybe that's the guy. Oh, and then some girl, she's in her sports bra on the bed. But, you know, she's kind of dark, just like me. So inclusion, guys. And, you know, they're on stage, you know, like it's a play. And here comes Christina Aguilera, but she's like touching herself. She's all like, you know? And then there's like a little kid and she's like, I'm the little girl and I'm also on the stage too. And this is like a different scene. The implication being maybe I'm in my bedroom or something. Oh. And then it's back to the piano and you got this dude with the fro again. And then she's like, almost looks like she's squeezing her tits right here, like pinching her nipples even. And then we go over here and the guy's sitting on the, who is this guy? You know, you don't know. And then now we got two old people in bed. Like, damn. You know, and this dude having a real bad dream. Harold, go get your medication. Why did you go to bed with all your clothes on, Harold? That's the real question. And then you go back to this little girl and she's got her like stuffed animal. Oh, we back to Christina Aguilera, who's really just, oh, look at me. What the hell? Oh, I got my hair short now. And then the other dude is still back there and they're just like bored. Maybe they're all singing together. You kind of want to unpause it, see what's going on here. And he's playing the hell out of that piano. You can tell by the way that he keeps scooting forward that it's some real interest. Like, it's like, fuck you, push, I hate you, piano. Why did you do this to me, Dad? I mean, piano. And you got this other, look at that. Is that hot to somebody? Dia, is this hot? Dia, if I took a bunch of green beans and just painted them like pink and then put some jeans on them, is that hot? If I took some green beans, painted them pink, and then put some jeans on them. You know what green beans are? Let me show you the green beans, Dia. Here go a couple of green beans on it. And I just, you know, put a rubber band around maybe 3 of those, 4 of those, painted them pink, put some jeans on it. Is that hot to you? Look at my ribs. I took one out so I could suck my own dick. Remember that urban legend with Marilyn Monroe? Marilyn Manson. Yeah. Okay. Cedric says,
I haven't watched this video, but I actually like the song, okay?
I like it too. I like the part when they go, and I have the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. I don't know. Is that the words? Here we go. Number 3. You know, I was maybe 8 or 9 years old when this happened, and for context, my dad was deployed, and my mom was working. So my brother had to babysit me. My brother was around 16 years old at the time. And as soon as my mother left, I got the sneaking feeling that I had read this entry before. But it was only after I pissed myself in the closet that I realized, yes, I had read this list before. Now that's toxic. That's my Britney Spears thing. Do you like that beatbox? Oh baby, can't you see? Come on, Toxic's hilarious, Dia. That's a funny song, okay? Musically. And not funny bad either. It's good stuff. Dia, you don't appreciate Tox? Where the hell is the keyboard going? I try to type T-O-X and then it won't go away. Fuck you, piece of shit. T-O-X? Yes, it's right. Why is my brain telling me it's wrong? Why does the brain have to second guess everything I do? I can spell toxic. It's 5 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5 letters, and you second guessed me on that too. Dia, help me. The voices, they're being mean to me. Let me just give you the beginning part. Yeah. Wait a minute. I forgot they're on an airplane. This is what's up. Bling. Ba-ding, ding, ding.
I'm so happy you can amuse yourself.
Yeah. Amusing myself is like 100% of why this channel even exists. But we're gonna go ahead and finish this list and save ourselves from the oh baby can't just ba-ding, ding, ding.
You're toxic, I'm living under taste of your poison paradise.
I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? Okay, fine. Oh, God. Bradley says, funny how I've seen him being called Tony Bing Bong outside of Kyle content. Oh my God, don't get me started. Somebody was sending me pictures of him like backpedaling now because I think in a recent patch they tried to put out these numbers to confuse people, but in reality it's still as broken as it was before, and we proved that it was broken, and they're saying that they're going to double down on how broken that system is. So this dude's just like, numbers don't matter, but actually it sucks, but numbers don't matter, right? Number 2, she had a nice job working for the FBI. I didn't know that people even formally that worked for the FBI had lives, you know? Like, you used to work for the NSA, CIA, FBI. You used to? And you have a life? You know what I mean? People talk to you. I used to think I was living a kind of spooky life where people don't need to know, you know? And, you know, we can't even get too drunk or too loose because we can't let none of that stuff come out. Some of that stuff comes out, we deserve the excommunication. That's all I'm saying. So number 2, she had a nice job working for the FBI. Her job was to do background checks on people in need of security clearance. There was a guy that she knew and liked, a cruise ship captain who needed to renew his clearance. Clearance for... Okay. To try to get him past... Pissed at his girlfriend. I'm starting over. She had a nice job working for the FBI, so I'm guessing this is a sister, correct? Her job was to do background checks on people in need of security clearance. There was a guy that she knew and liked, a cruise ship captain, who needed to renew his clearance, so he just needed to renew it. To try to get him pissed at his girlfriend, my sister added items to his girlfriend's criminal record. So because she had a crush on this nigga, she tried to throw the girlfriend under the bus by adding things to her criminal record. You see why women are the worst, bro? Men are just as terrible. Do you get what I'm saying? But at least a man would need to be emasculated in a way that makes him feel like he's a little dick motherfucker to go after some dude with intent to kill. A lot of dudes will exchange words and then go jack off and fucking play with marbles or whatever dumbass shit that we're into because we like fucking anime and little action figures and shit like this. And that'll be the rest of our day. But a woman will carry a grudge until the ends of the earth, bro. And just over some whim shit like you like this dude. Oh, but he has a girlfriend, so now she must suffer. You're going to add shit to her criminal record? It's just not an abuse of your power. Dia, what did I tell you yesterday about shit that I hate to read because it makes me think of all the times that people do it and are getting away with it right now? Do you remember? Mm-hmm. Like, even if when we hear these stories about, oh, some guy got out of jail because he was wrongly tried, some person that was getting screwed over by their wife, you know, all of the details ended up coming out thanks to the kids, thanks to some recording. Oh, you know, things were one way, but in reality they were another, and it was exposed. The truth ended up coming out. All that shit makes me think about are all the times people are getting away with it. And the FBI abusing their power to add things to someone's criminal record. Holy shit, bro. That's it. That was it, you know? She liked him. Okay. Since it was a renewal, the guy escalated it. And what my sister did was discovered. Okay, good. She was convicted and sent to federal prison for a year. Oh my God. Dia, what did I say to you yesterday? Do you remember what I said to you yesterday?
About what?
What I said, bro, was quite literally the people who usually trying to fuck over other people and have some shit that sticks to them ruin their entire lives. When they get exposed, they get a slap on the wrist. And we see this all the time when hoes jump up and go, oh, this dude tried to bend me over against my will. And then they expose her ass. And she's like, she got to go sit somewhere for a month. You know what I mean? Some bullshit like that. But if what she had said stuck, that would be the end of this motherfucker's life. Oh, Bradley says, Kyle, did you get my packages? Yes, I did. Tried to reach out to you via messages, but let me tell you something, man. I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't know why Dia was expecting that the package was going to be for her, but I did too. She kept asking me about it, like, oh, you know, check out there. Did you check out there to see if the package came? And I'm like, what the hell are you worried about? And, you know, when it did come, I thought it was for her, but it was for me. It was for me, Bradley. And for that, thank you, my dude. But now I have to get Dia something because she was like, oh.
Stop yourself. Stop.
Oh.
I don't want anything.
Dia, it's already coming. It's already coming. You're good.
I hate that. Don't do that.
Jesus says it's for both of us. So now if you want it for your background, since you're on camera more than I am, you can have it too. But I mean, it does look better. You damn right. Yeah. I mean, you already have my big OG, incredible and beautiful Pikachu.
I have nowhere to put anything anymore.
You're right. You're right. Should stay in here.
Yeah.
But it's for both of us. It's for both of us, he says. But it should stay in here.
It's something
And
that I can enjoy to look at, but it's for you.
And look at my big Pikachu too. The beautiful 1999 Pikachu. It's funny. That seems to be the year that everything was good. Am I wrong? 1999 Pikachu. That's the one that I have on Dia's set. That's beautiful. Let me see if we can actually pull. Oh my god, that one looks fucked. This is it. This is it. You see it? Oh, he's so beautiful and fluffy. Yup, and it's mine over there in Dia's room. Let me see if I can get a quick picture. Oh, come on, Dia. No, because she was streaming last time. How do I get okay,
I'm gonna be
videos?
streaming again tonight.
I need a big one. Is that my big Pikachu?
Yes. No, the one in the front is mine, and the one in the back is yours.
Where-
I tried putting him up front, but the thing that I have.
You're covering up my giant
topples
Pikachu.
over. No, he's right there.
But
I
the
wish I
lamer
could-
one is more exposed.
I can't put your bigger Pikachu because it topples over. It's too heavy to not be in the back.
You
It's
talking
too
about my
heavy.
balls?
It's too heavy to be in the front.
Forever, you just
Because
keep it
I've
back
been
there.
wanting to, and I have tried.
My
But
heart.
it does not work.
I can't
It does
believe
not
it.
work.
I can't believe it.
I would need something more sturdier so that if I did put him up front, it would
Kyle
just
has the
not work.
definition of a sturdy rod from which no one could fall. Firm. Stirred. Have you heard enough? As we continue back to the list. Bro. She was convicted and sent to federal prison for a year. The FBI can falsify your record to add criminal charges. And if they are discovered, they will only get a year in federal lockup. What really is screwed up was she didn't tell her kids. They were in their late teens and early 20s, and the kids came home one day from school to the answering machine saying, "Mommy can't make it to dinner tonight because she'll be in prison for a while." Classic. Now, Dia, I don't mean to imply look, I've received a couple of messages on PlayStation saying that people cannot progress past Heroic Gauntlet 1 on Avengers, so it looks like the Mega Hive is broken again for some people. And I saw this reported on Reddit, and I wanted to ask people, have you seen if this works or not? And everybody's like, man, fuck that game. And y'all are so right. Y'all are so right. Oh my god, for real. Number 1, my brother is in prison for kidnapping, assault with a deadly weapon, evading arrest. Some real GTA shit over here. Attempted murder. Bruh. Possession of an illegal firearm. These must be separate cases, homie. These must be separate things, and they all added up. Attempted murder, possession of an illegal firearm, possession of a controlled substance, possession with intent to distribute, manufacturing of a controlled substance with intent to distribute, and as a cherry on top, oh lord, he struggle snuggling. That's not right. What a sick piece of shit. God damn. How do people get away with kidnapping? In this day and age, either you're so good you better not be getting caught, but getting caught? You remember that video we saw recently where a dude parked his car on the other side of a street, then ran across the street into the green shit, made it real clear to the bitch that he was charging that he was trying to get her, and he did get her, but then he fell over like the Oompa Loompa ass built motherfucker he was, and then he was like, I better just go back to my car. What the fuck? The dude goes on to say the truly messed up thing is the rest of the family was surprised that it wasn't worse. Well,
That's the caliber of this guy. People thought
why do they,
it wasn't as bad.
like, here's the thing. What do you do with a kid that's effed? Just let them do their thing, do you?
Just leave him in the woods. Let nature take its course.
Why did somebody say an actual trailer? This is the same trailer I showed earlier today. Oh man, it's in higher resolution than the one that I had. Of course it is. Of course it's in higher resolution. Vision and freaking, oh god, excuse me. Apologize. Wow, you know, you just made me bubbly inside. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Okay, fine. Dreams do come true. I am just not giving a shit about Eternals. I'm glad that everybody else likes it though.
It's gonna need 'em, 'cause I'm not gonna see that shit, bro. Not even a little bit.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Dia, you know how bad I want to go check out that, I think it's called Hot Tubs or something. I just want to see if there's a Jesus one. I can't show. You know I can't show. What's 24p? Oh, you damn right. The quality of that video was fucking abysmal, and I apologize. There are a lot of people watching Subnautica right now. Subnautica's popular? Subnautica is like number 5 right now, Dia.
Wow.
Maybe some popular streamers are playing Subnautica, but I thought it was single player. Where the...
Guess it must be the most entertaining motherfuckers on the planet.
There are some really tiny breasted women.
Yes, a dude. Finally, some men.
There's always a bunch of men.
I haven't gone in there, so this is the second time I've ever been.
Damn! Bro, you see that fat ass white girl? What the fuck? Look at this,
It
Dia.
almost looks like she's nude, but I'm guessing
Oh, she sat down. Typical.
The swimming suit is just kind of almost skin color.
It was a really big, pretty butt for a girl. Her as white as she is. How does she manage that? Because you know it's hard for many of them to figure out how to keep it plump back there. Look at that. You see? Wow, Dia. I'm glad for her. Here's Iroh in a stream pool. This girl looks kind of like Scarlett Johansson mixed with Tilda Swinton in the face. Do you see her?
No.
You don't agree?
No, I can't see her.
Okay, hold on. Oh, fuck. You see what I mean?
I can see.
I'll show the stream and see if they agree. Do you guys know who Tilda Swinton is?
You can't show too much of this.
Yeah, I'm not showing the thing. I'm just showing this. Do you guys know who Tilda Swinton is? She kind of looks a little bit like Tilda Swinton and Scarlett Johansson in the face mixed to me.
I see Scarlett Johansson.
Do you see the Tilda Swinton, though?
No, I don't.
Okay, let me look up the Tilda Swinton so you can understand. Okay? You have to find the right picture of Tilda Swinton. You get what I'm
The
saying?
right picture, either she does or she doesn't. You can't say, oh, the right picture will give you.
That's a crazy shot, Tilda. She was having some fun.
Tilda Swinton has a very specific face. And Scarlett Johansson has a very specific face. So, again, I definitely
It's a
see Scarlett
mixture,
Johansson,
son. Like, I
but
can't try.
I don't see Tilda Swinton. Not in the
Let me
slightest.
take a picture of this and I'm going to go into Photoshop real quick, right? So I'm going to show you what the hell I'm talking about. Me. This night is not going to become me proving to Dia that I think. Oh my god, Bradley. Oh my god, Bradley, thank you so much for that 420 donation.
Smoke weed every day.
Deadpool says I see Elizabeth Olsen and Scarlett Johansson. Ah, man, there's Tilda Swinton in there, but I can't explain to you guys how. I almost want to just show you until you see. Oh, but it doesn't really work without the right picture. And Dia's like, no right picture. She just, why doesn't Jesus doesn't agree with me then?
Again, I definitely see Scarlet, but I do not see
This
Tilda.
bitch is ridiculous. How does she get away with being like a fly honey in Hollywood when all they want are women to be ugly? How did she stay with work, Dia? How did they?
She's willing to be the whitewashed.
No, dude. I mean that it must have been a lot of people trying to muscle people like her out of these roles. I'm still shocked that that one tied to a chair scene made it in the movie. You know what I mean?
She's Black Widow. I don't think Black Widow wouldn't be in situations like that, so it works.
Bro, no, I mean, like, let me show. I can show you something that would shock you in there. Oh, she wasn't as tied up as I remember. It's fine. I remembered her properly tied up, bro.
Well, that's what you
She wasn't that tied up. It was like, oh, I got a little stuff on my, on my. Come on now.
We weren't watching BDSM with Scarlett Johansson.
And why not?
I'm saying that's why it was okay to show this in the movie.
Oh,
Because
for
it was
sure.
BDSM, which is what you remember.
Look, we're not going to get attractive women anymore. I want you to know. There's not going to be any scenes like there were in some of the old, like, X-Men movies. And no, none of that.
What particularly spicy scene was in the X-Men movies?
Pretty much anything with that Mystique. You kidding me? Anything with Mystique was too raunchy for today's Marvel. Okay. Why can't I find my pictures of the comics that I had before? It's because I download too much shit. What am I gonna do? Filling up hard drives with all of this nonsense. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to put this in the Discord, but I'd have to put it in like the not safe for work channels. I completely forgot to share this Dimitrescu stuff. And I'm going to do that. For love, because I love you. I haven't been into the NSFW trance in a long time. Wait, is there another room for it? So there's NSFW as memes animated. I guess this is animated. So let's put it in there. But it could also go in. Dia, how did you feel about the butt one?
What?
You remember I showed you?
It's nice. They got the jiggle physics.
If that was my work, would you like super duper respect and appreciate it?
Well, yeah, it's art. That's what you're doing with your talent.
No way. Somebody else posted a version of it, but she's walking from the front. Wow, that somebody else had my exact thing. It was somebody named Max Bandy Boy. I was just scrolling down so that you would see. And somebody had the exact thing that I was going to put in there. That's crazy. That's crazy. What am I supposed to do? Somebody in there had the great mind. Well, I'll put this one in there then. Okay. So guys, I love you. I wish you a great night. I hope you stay out of trouble. And I'll see you guys soon. Dia, you're not trying to stream anything later, right?
Yes.
Okay, well then expect Dia's stream. And I'm going to drink some water. I'm feeling kind of, I don't know, bubbly. So I'll catch you guys soon. I've completely missed the, I don't know where I put that thing that I just said. It was right next to everything and it's gone. Now it's right there. I'm still trying to drop it. Give me a second. Oh, nope. The file is too powerful, it says. Whatever. So, guys, I love you. I'll catch you guys soon. Stay out of trouble. Take it easy. Don't be a terrible sibling, okay? Don't be it. Be the good sibling. And know when to call it quits. Which is to say to cut communication. Because, I mean, how much help can you provide? Damn.